Over the last 3 years, I've spent $70,000 on coaching, mentorships, and courses on my business and my own personal growth. And today I'm going to share the most valuable lessons that took me from broke construction worker to making 65K in sales in a single month inside of my coaching business. What is up, guys? If you're new here, my name's Ryan. I help coaches start and scale to 10 to 30K every single month so they can live a freedom lifestyle. The freedom lifestyle can mean different things to different people. For me, the freedom lifestyle is having the ability to work whenever, wherever, with whoever I want. I honestly believe that everybody can have this level of freedom, and this is where my personal development journey began. So it all started when I signed up to my first coach, a good friend of mine, Vitor, who was a fitness coach. After getting on the scales and weighing 18 stone and being very, very embarrassed the way I looked, I lost all the confidence in myself that I once had. I knew I needed help, and this led me to making my first certification investment, which was a nutrition coaching certification. I never chose this to be a nutrition coach. I figured if I learn about nutrition now properly, I'll be lean, I'll be healthy for the rest of my life, because my body weight, my confidence was the biggest pain and challenge in my life for 8 years prior to that point. So now I had the skill set of transforming my own life plus a nutrition coaching certification, but I had no business skills whatsoever. So I deep dived into the world of online business, which led me to my second investment. It was $4,000, and it was a seminar called Nail It and Scale It with a guy called Kerwin Ray. And honestly, this seminar changed my life in so many ways. Now let me tell you why. The program shocked me in so many ways because there was a lot about business, but it basically became a 3-day personal development and spirituality seminar. And it truly opened my eyes to what is possible in the online space. But I still didn't know what I was gonna do with my business and how that information applied to me, my life, and my goals. So with everything I'd learned so far, my personal development was going great. I was on my process. However, the journey does continue because it wasn't very straightforward, which leads me onto the next investment that I made. I decided that I wanted to be in the fitness space because I didn't believe that people could see or that I could sell the internal transformation that I've created through the mindset work and personal development work that I've done. I enrolled into a high ticket coaching program by a guy called Phil Graham. It was a fitness business growth kit. The content in there gave me the confidence to quit my job after 8 weeks. But the problem was that my mindset at that time in my journey was so far away from where it needed to be to make it successful, I failed miserably. And this is why it's so important to understand and be patient in the journey and know that the strategies are the strategies. If you follow them, they work, which they did. However, there is so much nuance that can get missed or information that you ignore based on your current mindset about the fears, frustrations, insecurities that you have. In that program, I learned that I needed to reach out to people, have daily conversations with them, and build connections in DMs. I didn't do that. I didn't know that I had this fear of rejection. However, it was such a key part of the whole success. The next part of my journey led me down this route because I didn't actually implement on a key piece of information that he provided. I made my next big commitment, which was even bigger. It was a $7,000 coaching program, which I was going to pay $1,000 off every single month over the next 7 months. And this was about creating a high ticket coaching program for myself. I wasn't getting very good client results. I was making sales, but not being able to keep them and get the results. Not that I wanted anyway. I had happy clients, but I knew that I had to learn more about delivering an incredible service. This program was called the Institute of Fitness Behavior Change, and it came with a certification in fitness behavior change. It gave me an insight in having real coaching sessions with people. I learned how to coach. I learned how to deliver a high ticket service. I learned building a process to take people through. But the problem was I convinced myself that my target audience, the past version of myself, the financially disempowered Ryan who goes out, parties all the time with no spare money, would never pay high ticket prices, which meant that I didn't think it was relevant to my audience, and I learned so much of it but didn't apply it because I had limiting beliefs around my audience, around myself, and around my business that I couldn't charge high ticket prices, I could have succeeded so much quicker within the space if I'd followed the guidelines, but I was too stubborn and ignored that. I wasn't charging enough money to ever get out of a job ever again. And by this time I'd gone back into recruitment. I was getting up at 5 o'clock to work on the business, do things before work. I was staying up late. I had clients in the UK. I was so burnt out that eventually I had to stop the business. But that wasn't before I did make another investment prior to that point, because I thought I needed more information. Things weren't working. I need to be more confident. I need more strategies. So at this point, I then invested into a financial freedom program. So another $2,000 spent on a financial freedom program to build wealth. This is by a guy called Jason Greystone. It's called Tears of Freedom. The guy is incredible. Taught me so much about scalable business models. Now, this had completely opened up my mind, because not only was I learning about financial freedom, money mindset, money blocks, organizing your accounts for financial freedom, but I was learning about scalable business models, how to find your purpose, going through purpose processes, all the things that I need to learn to strategically create financial freedom in my life. And it really led me on to the next investment that I made. However, during this time, I'd also paid $3,000 for a high performance coach, because I thought it was my performance that was getting in the way. I worked with a high performance coach called Ben Herrington, amazing guy. Again, he works very closely with Phil Graham. But throughout this process, and also I'd invested another $2,000 into a personal training certification, I really found out that fitness wasn't my space. There's this whole sunk cost fallacy where I'd invested so much money into it at this point that I didn't think I could go elsewhere, and I was almost stubborn that I have to make this work, I have to make this work, I have to make this work. And I'm super grateful for the Tears of Freedom program, because it opened up my eyes to so much, and it led me into the next investment I made, which was the Coaching Masters accreditation program, when I became an qualified mindset and life coach. And I really started to get tools and strategies on how I could really help people create that internal transformation that I'd always wanted to help people with. Okay, and that is when I signed up to my next coach, who was a friend of mine. Her name's Marley. She's an incredible girl. She's an amazing person. But we just didn't vibe. We didn't gel, because she's a very feminine person and I am a very masculine guy. I need structure in my life. I need KPIs, I need trackers, I need all these things that I know exactly what I need to do. Okay, and that was a $7,000 investment. But I never stopped, right? I never let this objection stop me, because I knew I was so close to making it work. I just had to figure it out. And that is when I met my previous coach, who changed everything for me, who then went on to become my business partner. I reached out to him and said, look, I need to chat with you, mate, because something's not working right now. Had a conversation with him, knew that I had to find the money. I was working construction for 100 quid a day. I paid him £4,000 in cash for a 12-week program on the guarantee that I was gonna make £10,000 in the next 12 weeks. That is when everything changed for me. I was in that point where every single thing he told me to do, I'd done. I was all self-aware enough at this point to realize I had a fear of rejection. We went straight in, we worked on it, we dissolved it. We have this amazing tool that I have now that we use on dissolving fears. 8 weeks, I'd moved to Bali, and then with 10 weeks, I'd made my first £10,000 month. And what had been happening was that all these investments, everything that I've been doing up until this point, I've been skill stacking, making my skills so deep that when I finally had the answer, everything took off for me. So what happened then is I partnered with my coach. We got on very well. We had the same values, same goals, and we clicked very well. And we joined forces and made another investment of $14,000 into an 8-figure coach who was making $1 million a month by the age of 24, learning everything we need to know about appointment setting and scaling. We went on to make 65K in sales in a single month. We collected £30,000 of that in cash, and then we made another investment of $18,000 to learn everything to do with funnel building from a guy called Shakir Hussein. And the biggest lesson that I learned working with Shakir was about the power of your message and how to position yourself as an authority and why your positioning is so key. And I don't regret any of this, because with Freedom Life Mastery now, this is a combination of every single program that I've ever been in and every single thing that I've learned in one single offer to deliver the best incredible results for my client. And one of the biggest things I learned personally is that you have to be fearless in the pursuit of growth. I never let a financial objection get in the way. I found the money. I made the money happen. You will get paid a direct reflection of what you've invested in yourself. And one of the things that I learned from this, and I wrote it down in the Cohen Ray seminar and actually read it. I was like, that's a good quote, and realized that I'd written it. And the lesson is personal development is easy when times are easy, but the work is proven when times are hard. And if you want to work with me directly, where I can help you and guide you through your next journey and mentor you through to making 10 to 30K a month inside of your coaching business, use the link in the comments below, or you can download my free 0 to 30K playbook where I give all my secrets away for free for you to have in your inbox. I give away the daily workflows and I give a tracker away so you can keep that, have that, use it. I hope it serves you well. And feel free to shoot me a DM on Instagram _Ryan Herrington, and consider dropping a like and subscribe if you want more content on business and coaching. I've been Ryan, and I'll see you on the next one.